Good morning friends. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to install Kali Linux in our Android phone. I must say before we begin, let me tell something about the prerequisite before we install our Linux on our Android phone. The first prerequisite is your phone must be rooted and at least it must have 4 GB space in internal storage. Similarly, you need to have good internet connection. If you have all these things, then let's get started with installing Kali Linux in our Android phone. First of all, go to Play Store and search Linux Deploy. You can see here at the first, install this Linux Deploy in your Android phone. It's downloading. You can see here it's only 8 MB file, almost 9 MB, 8.9 MB file. So it depends how fast the Linux is installed. It depends upon the internet connection of yours, how fast your internet connection is. It's installing. After you install Linux Deploy, let's go and search BNC. At the top you will see this BNC is the easiest one to use. Even you can download some more BNC players there available in Play Store. It's only 6.71 MB file, so it does not take much time to download. After we download these two files, let's go to Linux Deploy and click it. This is the front view of this application. Here there are some settings. You can see here some more settings. Now go and tap on the setting menu, and there you will see distribution and choose the Linux you want to download. As I'm going to install Kali Linux in this video, I'm choosing Kali Linux. Now go down and enable GUI mode. Enable allow to use a graphical environment. Click it. Similarly, go upwards and there you will see user password. Please change it to TOOR and your username. Be careful, you can put any password there for convenience, but username must be kept root. Otherwise, you will get into the trouble when you install Kali Linux and open the terminal box. After this, we're done. Now go to the three dots at the top and you will see install option there. Click here. Now give it a super SU permission. My phone is rooted. Now wait for a few minutes. According to the internet connection of yours, it takes the time. It may take up to 15 to 30 minutes. So just stay and have some cup of tea. You can have some cup of tea. It's downloading the required file. It's making the disk image. It is around 4095 MB. So it will use around 4 GB internal storage of yours. It's creating the disk image. After it finishes creating disk image, then you will get the other files getting installed on your screen. Alright, this is installing some more files. It depends upon the internet connection. So let it install the whole file. You can see it is still downloading the packages. Sometimes I must show sometimes this error comes. Even when I was downloading, this was the error occurred. Could not download disk Kali rolling main binary ARM HF. So if this problem comes whenever you are downloading, then you must give it another hit to download again. Once again, you will go here and hit install. I did the same. So the problem will be resolved. It is just because of the not stable internet connection, so it's still downloading. So if any problem comes like could not download disk and deploy, then you will give it another hit. Now you can see here we are done installing or downloading the Linux image, Kali Linux image. It took me around 35 minutes to do it, to download it, because I'm downloading it using mobile data. I have got some free mobile data, so I downloaded it via mobile data. So it took me some long time. But if you have got a good Wi-Fi connection, then definitely the download speed increases and the time reduces. So after it, what we need to do, I will show you. Now again, we will go to setting to check if everything is okay. First of all, let's go at last. Make sure your GUI is enabled. Similarly, username is root root. It must be, I repeat, this must be root root. And user password you can write or you can give any, and make sure distribution is Kali Linux and the architecture is ARMHF. Now, if this thing is all okay in your device, then go to these three dots at the top and let us configure all the setting in Kali Linux. So configure, click on configure, start configuration of the container. Okay. Now it may take another 2 or 3 more minutes. Right. When there comes the deploy message, you can see here deploy message configuring graphics BNC. Then when it comes to deploy, then that means you are fully configured with your Kali Linux. It didn't take me much time. Now, what you need to do is, after this, you will just click on start option, and here you will click on OK. Look here, if starting BNC is done not being shown, if it is skip in the place of done, or if does not show starting graphics slash BNC done, if it is not shown, remember your Linux is not working. You need to go through the process once again. Now when you see this start, then minimize Linux, then go to BNC viewer. This is the BNC viewer. Next. This is the first time I'm using, so in the second time you don't need to do this. Get started. You will see plus sign and address. You can type localhost, or you can type the IP address also. Localhost, it is easy. Now my computer, I give a name Kali. Now let's create, connect, and look there, unencrypted connection. One may every time close it, otherwise every time you open it will one. Now at top there is OK. Now we give the password you have kept earlier. We have kept the password TOOR, and remember password on, or you can take it off, and now press continue. Now look, I have got Kali Linux installed in my mobile phone. You can see it here. Everything works well. Now this much for today. In the next video, I will be talking about how to install different applications in Kali Linux. Maybe you want to use Microsoft Word, maybe you want to use VLC Media Player, or whatsoever. You might want to use different desktop environment applications or softwares. And in next videos, I will be talking about or describing about the way we can download different programs in our Kali Linux. Thanks for watching. Enjoy Kali Linux in your mobile phone. Thank you.